Wendy, let's talk about public education in Los Angeles. What role do you think public education can and should play in creating a successful future in Los Angeles? Why does it matter, and what would you do about it?
Well, to have a world-class economy, a world-class city, you need to have a world-class educational system. The future of our city depends on having a good school system and the partnership that is so important. As you know, some of that partnership started many years ago when I worked for Tom Bradley in the creation of LA's Best After School program. The idea was what happens in our schools after school is influenced by the neighborhood and the community, and being able to offer that and have a partnership with LAUSD is really important. But I think the future of our schools is really about making sure you've got good principals, good teachers, and you have more local control. As you know, I'm a parent. I'm a graduate of LAUSD. My son goes to Colfax Elementary School here in LAUSD, and we've invested in having a school system that works. And we've seen firsthand, when you have a great principal, when you have teachers that are working together, when you have local control, it makes it very successful.
You talked about local control. Tell us a little bit your thoughts on school reform.
Well, for me, school reform means how do we ensure that the dollars are getting to the classrooms? How do we ensure that a school can be very effective? At Colfax, as you know, we were a 650 API. A principal came in, said, we're going to change this. We're going to hold the parents accountable, the teachers accountable. We're going to make sure that we challenge the bureaucracy, make sure that they're not making decisions that aren't best for the children. And we went to now a 928. And this school, until recently, was a Title I school. 40+% of the kids were eligible for free lunch. And so it was really focusing in, how do you give those teachers the kinds of tools that they need? How do you give that authority and focus and attention to your principal? And of course, we became an affiliated charter, still attached to the district. Mm-hmm. But the most important part of that was that when our principal retired, who had taken us in this wonderful journey, we didn't want by chance who the next principal was going to be. And she said, I'm not going to leave it to chance. And so she focused an attention in getting us to be a affiliated charter.
Let's talk a little bit about LA is short on park space, as we know, community meeting space. Do you have any ideas about partnering with the school district for park space and pools and meeting space?
Well, it's absolutely essential. I mean, we don't have a lot of land left in Los Angeles, and a lot of the schools are located near a park, near Victory and Laurel Canyon, where the Roy Romer Middle School is. Adjacent in the back is a park, and the kind of connection that happens, and the joint use that is so important and community driven. When we created LA's Best, the first response from the school district was, no, thank you, these are our schools. Thank goodness things have changed. Thank goodness people say the importance of that linkage and a role the city can play. And most importantly, the first question you asked was, what am I going to do as mayor? I'm going to use every part of my effort, my leadership, the position that I have to make sure that we're not 49th in the country in per pupil spending, that we get the money from the state of California to ensure that we have dollars in the classroom, and that we work closely with you, the superintendent, the teachers and others to make our schools the best place for our kids, because they are our future. It's somewhat cliche, but it's true. They are the future of Los Angeles, and it's for the right reasons, but also for getting into that 21st century and ensure the kids have the kinds of resources they need.
Let's change tack, talk a little bit about adult school, another huge part of what we do here at LAUSD. As mayor, what role do you think the city can play in making sure our best adult programs survive and thrive?
Well, clearly, we all would like to have those adult programs in our schools, the importance of that in addition to the K-12. And we have a lot of not only parents, but adults who see that school system as their link, their opportunity to maybe get that next step. We have to link with our job training programs. The City of Los Angeles funds a number of job training programs. It would be great to have those linkages with our LA Unified School District and to have the resources. Get the business community to support those adult education programs. They're so great for our kids and so great for our communities, and it's important to have it as part of the educational system in Los Angeles.
30 seconds left. Let's touch on the Department of Water and Power. We're the largest consumer of DWP, electricity and power at the school district. As mayor, would you be willing to work with the district on adjusting our rate to the correct category and helping us with solar? Real quickly.
Absolutely. That's an easy answer and something that we need to work with our schools and have a partnership with the Department of Water and Power.
Thank you, Wendy Greuel.
Thank you.